Alright, we're back on the Scout. Pulled the hood off, heater box, kind of getting some of the other unnecessary stuff out of here. About to test fit one of my spare LS engines in here to see where we're at. Got some mounts Saturday. I was excited about that, but yeah, I'll show you in a bit why my excitement turned to disappointment rather quickly. So I've got my OSHA approved engine lift strap, and we're going to go ahead and try and set this thing in here and see what I've got for clearance. Like I said before, I don't think I have the right mounts. Put a call into that company with no return phone call in almost 2.5 hours, so I guess I'll just figure it out for myself. So it's in there, sitting pretty level, both this way and this way. Just verified it quick. Looks like I got plenty of room. It may be a little that way. Somebody previously hacked out that portion of the firewall. It's kind of one of the things I was checking. Looks like I've got great room in here for radiator and fans. I was worried about this for AC compressor, because I want to run a factory style bracket and compressor. That looks like that's going to work. Height wise, I need to get some measurements, but I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, the hood's got this cavity in here. I may have to notch this brace, as we are putting an LSA supercharger on it with a ZL1 Camaro lid. But so far I'm pretty pleased with what I've got for room to work with here. So these were the mounts I was all excited to get Saturday. It's from these people right here. Let me start off, I'm not slamming them in any way, shape, or form. This is a nice, well thought out kit. They lend you this jig fixture. However, it's for a Scout 2. That's for myself and my customer. We kind of screwed the pooch a little bit and didn't fully do our research. So we have a Scout 800 series, not a Scout 2, but like you can tell, they really are a nice, well thought out piece. But they're just not going to work for us. Going to send them back. Transmission mount, again, very nice. I don't know. I may keep this. I got to kind of talk it over with my customer and see what they want to do. I may make something. Probably leaning towards making something, honestly. Just send this all back and kind of go from there. It's just a bummer. I was all ready to get them in and have them burned into the frame rails and be really making some progress on this, and yeah, not gonna happen. This is the tease for the day of it just sitting there swinging in there and a floor jack under the oil pan to level it. So, but other news, got rid of the original master cylinder and the plate it bolts to, heater box out of there. I did put the radiator, original one, in just for reference to see what I was going to have for room. Looks phenomenal. I should actually even be able to run a thicker core that comes out to here and still have plenty of room to run a nice fan or fans, whatever we can fit. Pulled the 2 plastic bucket seats out of here. We're just kind of going through, getting rid of stuff we know we're not going to use. I pulled the inner factory heater box out of here because, again, we're not using that. We're going to run an aftermarket heat and air unit. It's what the customer requested. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep plugging along on this today and kind of get rid of what I can on this that we're not going to use. I know we're not going to use, and get it out of the way so that we can be ready when I do have the actual mounts for this. He did inform me today the transmission's on the way. That's a good thing. We need to get an adapter from a company called Novak adapters to go to the Jeep 300 case and 4L80E transmission. This is not the final engine, by the way. This is a high mile 4.8 that pushed the rear main seal out and was just leaking oil everywhere. I replaced it because guy said low oil pressure. Okay, no problem. It was easier to just change the whole engine than gamble on replacing the seal and throwing it back in. But it does its job. I'm rambling a bit here. It does its job. It gives me an idea, all these dimensions. I really want to weld where they hacked that part of the firewall out. Previous guy, he had basically do nothing to this, was working on it. And I'm just gonna have to wait though for the mounts. I may have to modify that a little bit to give it plenty of space, but either way, it is what it is right now. Just kind of bummed because I don't have the right mounts. That's partially my fault. So at any rate, that's kind of where we're at today. I wish I had more exciting stuff to talk about or report, but I don't. Stay tuned. This is going to be, I'm going to consider this part 2 of a multi-part build. It's going to be over time. As you know, with all the shortages, we've just got a lot of parts shortage out there, and we're kind of at the mercy until they start getting some things. The next big thing on order is the long travel suspension kit. It's going to be built to order. I believe they said at least 12 weeks, so we're going to be in holding pattern on that. But in the meantime, I really want to get engine and transmission and all transfer case mounted, figure out the linkage for the shifters, and find out what headers are going to fit. Most places run shorties. I at least want to run a mid-length, if not a full length. So I'd like to work that all out. I want to get to the brakes, get the booster and master cylinder mounted and run lines. We're going to be converting to power steering. I want to get on that. I'm going to have to pull all this out. We're not reusing any of this. You're not going to need it with the AC, so that'll get welded up solid, smoothed out. So will the kicks inside the vehicle. I've got a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but this was something I was really wanting to do today. All right, well, stay tuned until next time, and in the meantime, you can check out the intro video and some of the shorts I've done on this. Thanks for watching.